I do not have a PhD, but I do know what the psychology of insecurity is and how it may be crushing your business. Hey, it's Michael Weiss, the founder of Client Engagement Academy, and let me just share what that means, the psychology of insecurity. Did you ever get asked a question? Maybe you were in the sales process and someone said, well, how long does it take to deliver? And well, you could have said, oh, it takes 2 weeks or 4 weeks. You went into a diatribe about it takes 2 weeks plus we're going to spend 1 week in testing and make sure it's perfectly all right. And the words and the sentences and the paragraphs keep rolling. They're rolling because you were insecure, and when you had the direct answer to the question, that wasn't enough. That's one example of the psychology of insecurity. Now, how does the psychology of insecurity affect us as online educators with membership sites or coaching platforms, or even with our internal training for our employees or certification programs? Well, it's quite simple. When we sit down to design a course, the psychology of insecurity naturally comes up. And it says, as we're designing the course, let's add in a little more. Let's add in a little more. Maybe this video that I did, that training, would be good to put in there. And what happens is, naturally, we are givers and we start to have the psychology of insecurity come in, and it starts to screw with us because it starts saying, let's add more value and add more value. And that is the number one rule that will destroy your online education. The number one thing that you need to do is provide an outcome, and that entails only giving them enough information to meet that objective. So, back to that sales example, how long does it take to deliver? Well, we can deliver it in 2 weeks. Perfect and succinct. You answered the question, on to the next objection. Now let's take an online course. What is going to be, first of all, your outcome, your big promise, the big why? What will they get when they finish the course? When you stand in that place and you say, okay, let's take an example of a powerful leader, right? You want to help corporate executives with leadership. So that's so broad. You cannot offer a general leadership course, but you can say, how do you motivate salespeople as a leader? And that's something that you can actually stand in and say, this course is going to help you become a leader of salespeople. Now, if I'm responsible for salespeople in a leadership position and I'm not feeling like I'm doing the best job, when I see that as a potential course, I'm excited. There's a solution to my problem. Now, your course should only give them the content so you can fulfill that promise and that outcome, even though you can talk about leadership in every other area. So let's summarize. Give them only what they need to meet the objective so they can actually learn and do and get that outcome and put it into work. Do not give them more. Do not let that psychology of insecurity say, well, I should give more. It's going to be a $2,000 course. They need this, they need that, they need this. No. Strip that stuff out. Anything that is going to be a distraction to them meeting that objection does not belong in the course. Weiss Wednesday, over and out. See you on the next one.